Hi, my name is Brittany Priester. I know I'm not their favorite, but I am chosen. So I weighed on some things last night and I realized that I missed some stuff. So we have to take a detour. We have to take a U-turn. So I have to drop some stuff off before I can continue on with what I had wanted to originally speak on. I don't know if some of you guys are familiar with the story in the Bible that called the woman with the issue of blood. I was that woman. I experienced great and heavy flow, but 7 days at a time, sometimes months. I literally stopped counting how many days that I would flow because I would flow so much. I believe I seen over 13 doctors, included specialists, and only thing they can give me was birth control. That stopped working, and these during teenage years and up to the time, probably 20s, early 20s. And when I tell you, going through that, you be depressed. You just, you don't feel good about yourself. I had to wear black, so I wouldn't mess myself up. Weak, couldn't work. It had got so bad, so I ended up in the hospital, being hospitalized. I went to one local hospital, but I won't say the hospital name. I went to one of my local hospitals. They seen me. They thought I wanted drugs. Yeah, they was like, oh, she's on drugs. She's definitely on drugs. So after I left that hospital, I went to another hospital later on that night. And when I got in, matter of fact, the hospital that I went late on to that night, my mom worked at that hospital for years. Matter of fact, she took me. And they did, they do diligent tests and stuff. And it came back that you're supposed to have between 12 and 13, I guess they say, liters of blood. Mine's between a 7 and 6. So I basically almost bled out. And I never forget going in the ER and, you know, saying, oh my God, she needs she needs a transfusion. So I end up getting a transfusion. And the ER room that I was in, I just remember the presence of God being with me there. Yeah, I remember the presence of God being with me there at that time. I knew God was with me. And he wouldn't let me slip away because I did feel like I was dying because I literally bled out. And the result of that, I'm standing here before you now. Yes, healed, but I also lost a tooth. So I used to say I'm 50-50. I can't, I'm 50-50 of like a chance of having a child. I didn't feel complete. So knowing that you lost a tooth at a young age and the doctor come in here and tell you, young lady, because I was young then, young lady, you need to go and talk with somebody. You too young to have a hysterectomy, but you have to check yourself. But he didn't even know that I had seen over 13 doctors, including specialists, and they all did not help me. They just masked what they could far as with birth control. So he didn't even know that I had been literally in a fight of just somebody helping me. And certain doctors I went to, they were so nasty. That's why I would never pick a OBGY man doctor again, because the men doctors that I had experience in going through, one of them told me all women hurt down them. So imagine you being young, literally filtering out blood, and he tell you everybody hurt down there, all women hurt down there. So I was in for a fight and didn't even know. I seen specialists. They couldn't help me. So when he say you got to get checked out, and I'm like, he don't even know. I've been trying to get checked out. But when I finally got checked out, I realized I had lost the tube. So I'm still here today only with one tube. But that didn't stop what God, did for me. I still had a child just with one tube. So with that being said, the fight that I had to fight, the depression, not having nobody to talk to tell, hey, what's going on with me. I was alone. I was alone. I didn't have that female person that I can talk to and say, man, listen, this is getting tough. I didn't have no example of nobody going through that. I didn't know nobody that in my family that, had experienced that much warfare. And it was just me and God. And when I tell you, I can remember literally just gushing, sitting and gushing. But I'm here to tell you, you can be healed from that. And I didn't see healing until I got married. Yes, married. I believe they stopped a little time before I got married. Because I think God was like, she's about to go down the aisle. And I want to make her whole. Because I know that she's not going to feel connected to her husband if they don't have that connection. And my husband stuck around with me while he was my boyfriend then. He stuck around with me 2 years. That man stuck with me through all of that. And he gave me money to get myself checked out when I ain't had no insurance. When I tell you, he's a real one. And I asked him, I say, did you step out? And he was like, no. And you know why I believe him? Because if you study, if you know somebody you dating, you kind of know what it is already. You kind of know what it is. I don't think God would have let me be ignorant, knowing that he chose me to be married. Because he told me at 17 that I was going to be married. So I don't think God would give me this man and he would deceive me going down the aisle. Because I knew what I was dealing with. And I know whose I was dealing with. But he held me down when I was going through that. When I couldn't be a girlfriend. So it is possible through Christ that you can be healed. So with that being said, God is good. Then I'm here to tell you that was dark times for me. Suicide thoughts. Imagine you can't do nothing. Nothing. Every time you go somewhere, you got to change your clothes. You got to change your clothes. But I just want to stop by again, and I'll be back to let anybody know that if you suffering with that today, you can be healed. Ask the Father. Ask him. But it looks like, you know what it looks like? Surrender. What are you doing in your life? Are you sinning? What you doing? You could be healed. You could be healed from that because he is a healer. He healed me from that. I'm sitting here today. My period is so regular. I don't even know what to do. 2 days and I'm done. A month. Maybe 3. But I want to say God bless y'all. Thank you for watching. And you will see me again. Be blessed. May God bless you.